Tomorrow, May 5th, is the National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives. This afternoon, members of the community gathered for a march to honor those that were lost. KTIV's Kaylee Doms has the story.
Tuesday is Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives Day, a day to bring awareness to the violence and injustices that Indigenous people face every day.
This is a day where families and supporters can come and kind of advocate for their families, and some of the local cases that we've brought attention to.
Monday afternoon, dozens gathered to march.
The importance of us meeting at the police station is to show that we have a partnership. We have built that relationship with them, and even the courthouse with the county attorney.
The march started at Sioux City Police and Fire Headquarters, where community members, including Woodbury County Attorney James Loomis, spoke. He sympathized with family members and told them one of his priorities was to get them justice.
The turnout was amazing. Every year it just seems to grow bigger and bigger, and so I think that really is a big call to action to community and the support and the love that they not only have for Red Sky Nation but for their communities.
The march ended at the Sioux City Public Museum, where family members were given the opportunity to speak and just be with one another. Two names that continuously popped up this afternoon: Lorianne Decora and Terry McCauley. In Sioux City, Kelly Doms, KTIV News 4.
As Kaylee mentioned, Lorianne Decora's family is still pushing for justice tonight. Decora was 24 years old when she was beaten and stabbed several times on Sioux City's west side back on February 3rd, 1992. 5 weeks later, she died from her injuries. Police arrested a suspect, but that person was never prosecuted, and no one has ever been charged with her murder. Kaylee also mentioned the name Terry McCauley. She was an Indigenous woman murdered in Sioux City in 1983. 42 years after that murder, prosecutors charged a man by the name of Thomas Popp. Popp was arrested in January of 2025 in Washington State. He was brought back to Sioux City to stand trial. That trial is scheduled for August of this year in Woodbury County District Court. Popp is charged with first-degree murder. In what was considered a cold case, the victim, Terry McCauley, had met with friends in downtown Sioux City in September of 1983, but never came home. Her family reported her missing. Her body was found on October 6, 1983, near 33rd Street and Floyd Boulevard. To keep up with the latest on both of these cases, you can check out our coverage right now at KTIV.com.